It's rare that we see something truly new in hockey. Even the top prospects and players in the game rely mostly on the same patterns to create. They fake and dangle in the same way and beat players with the same skating moves. But Ivan Demidov is truly different. He doesn't look like anyone and doesn't really play the game like anyone. That makes him a bit harder to project, but also extremely interesting and exciting. He's always pulling off completely unexpected plays that make you ask yourself, how did he even see that? How did he even do that? Here's a 2-on-1. Demidov is in the middle here. The defender is mostly taking away the pass. He's skating closer to his teammate. What do you think Demidov is going to do? From this position, it's probably a shot, right? But no, he holds the puck and jumps over the sliding defenseman. Now he's in a 2-on-1 versus the goalie. What's the next play here? He doesn't go for the pass. He uses his teammate as leverage to fake the goalie and goes to his backhand to beat him. The play fails, but that's just because another defender arrived at the last second and put his stick in Demidov's hands. There were a few simpler plays available here, but that's not who Demidov is. He's looking for the best play, and every one of his choices are based on reads. Like here, the defenseman who's dropping down, or the goalie initiating a push because he anticipates a pass. This is another pretty great play. He catches this pass in a power turn to keep his back between the puck and the defender. The opponent backs off, he turns, sees no option, and so he goes behind the net. What play do you think he makes here? He has a teammate in the high slot, and he's also looking there. But he's not making that play. He makes the other pass around 3 defenders to his teammate just getting open at the far post. Demidov has an amazing vision. Here, he passes the puck to his teammate before a defender gets it, and then he steals it back and sends it across the ice to his teammate at the far post. If an average player had made that play, I would have questioned if it was intentional, but look at the placement of the passes. They land in the perfect spot to enable teammates to make the next play. Demidov is often seen as a dangler, and we'll get into his stick handling skills in a moment. But for me, it's all about his hockey sense. That's mostly what I see when I watch him. Yes, Demidov turns the puck over in bad spots sometimes, but the many other moments where he shows elite hockey sense mostly make you forget about the mistakes. You can teach a player to manage the puck better, but not to read the cues and rotations of the opposing defense at this level. He's convincing opponents to move a certain way and inviting teammates to make precise plays. He won't have the same time and space at the NHL level, that's a given. But that's not the right way to think about his projection. Demidov will bring the same level of hockey sense to the NHL. He's going to read the play and still adapt to it. Here's a faster paced move that's just as impressive. This is a 2-on-3, but he changes speed, he cuts inside, and it's not anymore. It's now an empty lane in the slot for a teammate. What makes Demidov so effective is that he's always trying to drag defenders toward him to create space for the play. To do that, he's always cutting inside right in the middle of the defensive formation, and that's a very translatable NHL tendency. And he can cut right through traffic like this because of his elite stick handling skills. Demidov makes defenders miss constantly. He has quicker hands than pretty much anyone in the NHL, and a large set of different moves he's very comfortable pulling out at any instant. He also approaches his one-on-one plays very cleverly. He places the puck well, he puts it in between the stick and feet of the defenders, or in any other place that they can't reach easily. And he's willing to use his body inside his moves to protect the puck. His reaction time enables him to chain moves in a pack of defenders. He makes defenders hesitate by changing speeds, accelerating and slowing down with full body fakes and by using his head, stick and weight shifts. And he prepares his touches very well too, often faking defenders on the very first one to get an opening or bait a play. With his feints, Demidov controls the game. He makes defenders move in a certain way, commit to a predictable poke check, and then he counters it. Here, he doesn't stop the puck in his hip pocket, but short of it, in between his feet. He feels the poke check coming, and with his planned reception, he has time to present a target and evade it. You can feel his mind racing ahead of everyone else's. His unusual skating form also contributes to his deception. It's another element that makes Demidov so unique. We haven't seen a lot of 10-2 skaters in the NHL. There's Brent Clark, who's trying to make it in Los Angeles, and Antonio Stranges, who's still waiting for his first game. This style of skating looks impressive, but it doesn't always work well against good defenders. Unique mechanics can become a great strength in the hands, or I guess in the feet in this case, of an elite prospect. The 10-2 maneuvers feed Demidov's deception and playmaking. With his body turned toward the play, he's better able to see his options, and he constantly makes defenders think he's going to try a play inside. Demidov is also able to attack at weird angles, and he truly has a deceptive acceleration. He picks up more speed and acceleration with these mechanics than you might expect. Demidov won't be able to use this form in every situation. He may have to drop some of his plays. But I don't think it's going to matter that much. We're not projecting Demidov based only on his skills, but mostly on his hockey sense. He's going to be able to adapt. He has a good motor too, and a developing physical game. But most of all, it's his ability to read space and anticipate that is going to make him so effective. He's not just a clever forward with the puck, but also without it. It's not that hard to find space at the MHL level, but he does rotate well offensively, with a lot of timing and anticipation. Like here, he drops the puck to a teammate after entering the zone and circles the ice. He's back in a perfect spot as an option for his teammate just as he turns to pass. Ivan Demidov is a special prospect. He's unusual in the way he plays and skates. He's also playing against a lower level of competition right now, and he's going to be developing in Russia for the next year. All that may scare away some NHL teams, and that's fair. You have to factor in the risk when projecting a prospect. But if you want to bet on pure talent, he's really the player to draft. He's highly skilled and his hockey sense is elite. That's an amazing combo. If everything goes right in his development, if he adjusts his game where needed and falls in the right system, he has the potential to become the best offensive player on your team and one of the better scorers in the NHL one day. If you want more videos like these, please like and subscribe. You can also check out epirigside.com for more prospect analysis.